Listen close, friends, because what I'm about to tell you ain't in no history book or a glossy travel brochure. They call it the last frontier, Antarctica, the frozen wasteland at the bottom of the world. But why, you ask, can no ordinary soul just pack a parka and set foot there? Why is it locked tighter than a bank vault in a blizzard? Pull up a chair. I'll spin you the yarn, the real one, pieced together from whispers in the wind and shadows on the ice.
Bunger leans forward in amazement. His eyes have caught a sudden and unbelievable change in scenery. The universal white is turned to chocolate brown, dotted with blue. A cameraman goes into action. 300 square miles of land without snow. Land that might be in New Mexico or Arizona. Pictures alone will prove Bunger has discovered a warm oasis in the shadow of the pole. It is for such supreme moments as this that men brave the hardships of exploration. The astounding, undreamed-of fact is that they are over a chain of warm water lakes whose shores, except for small patches, are free of ice and snow. Commander Bunger circles the largest lake in sight, 5 miles long. He comes in to make a landing. Water temperatures must be recorded. Samples taken. He finds the water fresh, temperature 38 degrees Fahrenheit. On the shores are vast deposits of coal and of minerals of the utmost importance to civilization.
Mountain range with peak 20,000 feet above sea level. The trimetric lenses, clicking overlapping exposures every 3 seconds, photograph from horizon to horizon. Coal, a mountain of coal. Byrd later declares Antarctic mines, if once tapped, could supply the world's coal needs for centuries. These official motion pictures can give only a cross-section of the miles of photographic record accumulated on this expedition by the Navy. The exposed mapping film will take 5 years to assemble. Amplifying these are the radar magnetic detectors, accurately recording mineral discoveries of immense value for the future use of all mankind. England, Norway, South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, South American countries, and Soviet Russia are claiming Antarctic territory. The United States recognizes no claim, and so far has made no formal claims for itself. But international policies cannot concern the Admiral now. His duty is to keep his flying laboratories functioning, to fulfill his dream of a lifetime.
Podcast, have you seen what is going on beyond the wall in Antarctica? We're about to discuss it. Please stay fast, because this is going to be a wild ride, and it's going to be short too. I'm accompanied with my co-host Robert Barbosa, and man, let me tell you, this Antarctica deal is being, oh my God, on my mind for the last couple of weeks since I talked to Dave ways about the planet Earth, whether it's flat or round. That's up to debate. By the way, join us on Monday afternoon. We're going to join into that conversation deeply. But my question for you is, what is beyond the ice wall? What is, why we not allow to fly and see for ourselves what is going on down there? But I will let my co-host Robert give us some insights of what's going on down there.
Well, I still am not in the belief of the earth being flat, but hopefully this Monday we'll talk with Dave, and I'm more interested in what his what he showed us about Antarctica got us thinking about those cargo ships and stuff. So we started diving into this, and we figured, you know what? What is in Antarctica actually? Obviously there is some deception going on, and we just got our minds together, and we found this clip and realized, oh my gosh, we need to get this clip before it gets taken down, because it's an authentic original clip. I don't know, what was it, the 1950s?
1959 it was taken, before
Wow.
the treaty was signed. And like they were saying on the video, it's like 14 countries claim part of, a lot of countries claim part of the Antarctica, but yet no one is allowed to fly over. And that is one, it's up to discussion, because a lot of people say, the planet is round or flat. That is up to debate. But my question is, why it's never we found anyone that flew from, let's say, from Chile through the South Pole and come back in the other side? And if we look at the globe, they should come out like somewhere between Australia and Africa, right?
Correct.
But no one has done it. People flew over the North Pole, that's a given, but no one has flown yet from one side of the pole on the South Pole to the other side and came out in the other side. No one did it. And that's my question for you guys. If you find that anyone done it before, please let me know. I'm not an expert. I'm just an expert in my own opinion. But Robert, what do you have to say?
So I used ChatGPT to ask, because Julio asked this question, and so far I found that supposedly in what was it? I said here we go, 2005 to 2006. I guess they tried to do what's called a polar circular navigation, but it just says that they also just went from like New York past North Pole and went all the way to South Pole. But Julio was telling me, well, that doesn't explain anything. That still confirms David's claim, how he showed us, if you watched the first interview we had with him, that basically North Pole's here and South Pole is basically the wall all the way around. So of course, obviously, if they went from New York like that, you would hit. So why isn't it that they'll go from Chile heading South Pole and then come back to the North Pole? And and I was even saying, well, with this technology we have, obviously he could go from Chile, South Pole, land somewhere in Canada, refuel, and continue. And I'm surprised no one's trying to break a Guinness World Record and say, hey, I did the circular navigation from pole to pole 3 times or something. There's got to be a billionaire that's willing to do that.
And we have the technology. We have the planes now. I mean, we have planes that can fly from Chile all the way to New York nonstop. And if we able to do that, why we not fly from Chile heading south and come back on the other side?
Yeah.
No one has done it. I mean, they're from the coast, like from Chile all the way to New York or whatever. Okay, that's fine. But what about from south to North Pole? And I mean, like heading south. And I will show a map soon about what I'm talking about, because people get it confused, and that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, and so what my deal is if indeed the Earth is a globe and a sphere, like I believe, because I do believe that, but I mean I could be wrong. I'm not a professional or a scientist, and let's say these flat earthers are correct, which but if the globe is a sphere, so wouldn't this just be something easily to refute, to just say, what are your claims? Let's go. Let's do this plane. Let's fly around. And about the fuel thing you brought when you were mentioning that, I just thought of the B-2 bombers that bombed Iran, and we basically filled those jets in midair. So this could be the UN. It could be a whole thing where we can work together as human society to do this, to just once again destroy that argument. But I don't know, maybe it seems like they're either hiding something like the flat earthers believe, or they're allowing this to happen just for entertainment reasons. I don't know.
Yeah, right here I have a map that I want to show you guys. This is the map of Earth, right? This is the globe, like they call it, right? But this is a render. This is not a true. All right, this is a computer model. All right. What my point is, why no one has flown from this point, all right, heading south, flew over Antarctica, which is you see is mostly blocked. All right, there is nothing in there. And flown, and they should appear somewhere in Africa, in
That's
Australia,
yeah.
right? And they should land somewhere around here. But no one has done it yet. They have flown from Chile or Argentina, past the north, and landed somewhere in New York or Canada, whatever. Or they flown from New York, flew over Russia, and land somewhere in China or Russia. They flew, I mean, we have planes that flew over the North Pole, but I have not seen no one flew over the South Pole completely. They either head north or go around it, and it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, and if you can show that map real quick. So, that right there, that's it. If you just fly, you don't even have to go all the way around, right? Just like you said, go to Chile and land in Sydney.
Yeah, just
Going
fly.
over Antarctica.
Yeah, just pick up a heading.
They say magnetic fields or whatever,
They
but
should reverse, right?
yeah,
They should reverse. Once you flew over the South Pole,
and
it should reverse, and then you'd be
But-
flying north.
but okay, so you've been in the military, so that weapon that destroys electronic components, what is that called?
EMP.
EMP.
Mhm.
Is there any way to, when that shuts it down, is there any way to restart it or the equipment, or is it just shot?
It's shot. If you get an electromagnetic pulse, if they're not protected, they shot.
Because I guess this is what they're gonna claim, that it's gonna be something like that. So my question is there any way to shelter the plane from that? I mean, you would think.
I think there is ways to do it, but also don't we have like nuclear weapons?
Correct.
Nuclear weapons. The guidance system, they use constellations.
Yeah.
Why they don't use constellation for the plane navigation system?
Well, I think,
in case they get that shut down. I'm just saying.
and yeah, okay, so yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking their whole electronics and equipment will shut down, and there are fears that the plane will crash. So
That's not easy.
So I know, but why can't they use like a type of rotary, old style plane? Because that doesn't fall on any electronics. It just falls on normal mechanics, right?
Yeah. Get the plane, the most analog plane possible.
Yes, we have technology to have the best analog plane. Why don't you do that?
That's a good question. And if you guys do a deep search and find any information regarding whether a flight was made from Chile through the South Pole and
Yeah, give us the link.
just let us know, man. We're not knowing everything. I'm just expert in my own opinion,
And-
like my friend says. And man, hopefully we're gonna dive deep
With
on
Dave.
this Monday. Tune in on Monday, 21st at 12 p.m. Central Time. We're gonna deep dive on this because I'm dying to know what is going on, man. Because a lot of conspiracies going on around Antarctica. Like it is land beyond the ice wall. What is going on? Because I'm really interested because I like to explore.
Me too. And I'm just gonna give you this point. You seen how we just came with the basic solution, analog? We're not the smartest cats in the world. I get it. There's people out there that probably might hear us and say, oh, you guys are idiots or whatever. But we don't know. We're just asking questions, right? This is why we're saying this. And we're just telling our beliefs. But I honestly think that if we can come up with some type of solutions, and your guys and people that are out there that are really intelligent and that do this as a career, all I'm saying is those people could do this, and it's something simple. And instead of spending billions of dollars going outside of our planet, why don't we make sure we know everything of this planet first, right?
Yep. That's exactly my point. Like, I mean, we went to the moon, right? So that should be easy flight.
Oh yeah,
Fly over the South Pole.
exactly.
Coming
how,
out and just
how do they keep communications that far?
I know. So that's my question for you guys. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. Also, it helps us to keep the lights on. Also, please, if you have any information regarding this, let us know. I'm dying to know if you find anything about this. This is really interesting.
Yep. And if you are out there, if you're a podcaster as well, or if you're an expert in this, or if you work in NASA, or if you work in something, please, reach out to us. We'd really like to help solve this whole debacle about the Earth is flat or globe, or there, just, hey, let us, if you guys are saying that we're misinformation and disinformation, whatever, we're asking people to come here and, I guess, educate us, right?
Yep.
So,
yep, that's all we got for today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a good weekend. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.